Okay, now part two of I made a goof. What do we do? Now, how do we prevent this? So what happens? First off, I'll start off with a story. One of our clients, we're voxing back and forth on our messenger, and she's telling me like, hey, when I get to this certain weight, my brain kicks in, and I always say, you know what? I deserve a treat. This is gold. I love this topic because we all get to that point where we start thinking that we deserve it. And so, and you know what? Like, hey, sometimes like eating a treat and enjoying the hell out of it is exactly what you need and exactly what you deserve. So understand that first before we move into this. So how do you prevent the I deserve it mentality, and how do you start preventing the goofs, right? So we're not talking about the science thing. We're not talking about, this is a very deep emotional talk, okay? So this is more talking about emotions than it is about science. So what do we do? The first thing I like to do is when you are in a clear-headed space, write down everything you want to get out of the program. Like you should have done this when we first started together. If you didn't though, take the time, write down everything you want, every positive outcome of this, right? Why getting down to your goal weight matters to you, why whatever your goal is matters to you. Write that down in detail. Everything from like, I want to feel good in my clothes again. I want to feel attracted to my spouse again. I want to be able to attract a spouse. I want to, or whatever it is. I want to wear this set of high heels and I can't wear them because my feet are too puffy because I have too much weight on me. Whatever it is, down to the minutia, right? And like, write it all out, everything, right? Then send that to your either accountability buddy or to your coach. Really important that you do that. So now it's public. Right? This is one of the most important things that we do is going public. If you don't go public, then it's a lot harder for you to actually hit your goals because no one else knows, right? That's super important. So once you've done that, then you narrow it down to like, what are the most important things? Like your top 2, maybe 3 things that are super important. So maybe it's I want to get down to my goal weight. Let's just say I want to get down, like me, I want to get like to 195. Like, why does 195 matter to me? So I'll go public for you guys. Why does 195 matter to me? Because I want to be able to step onto the beach in March and be like, hell yeah, I look sexy, right? What you do now, when you feel like you deserve a treat, instead you create this statement based off your top 3 things, and you say, I deserve to step onto the beach in Hawaii and look sexy, right? As opposed to I deserve a treat because of all of my hard work. Like I deserve my outcome because I am kicking ass. And you take that tainted viewpoint of like I'm deserving treats into I deserve the outcome that I am working so hard for, right? That shifts it big time in your brain because then because you've written the list, because you've gone public with people who truly care about you, don't post this list on Facebook, but you go through that list, and every time you make that statement, you'll be reminded of the entire list. It's so powerful, right? And you have to write this out. Don't just pop it into a note on your phone. Actually write this out. Incredibly important, because there's something that happens when you write the process of putting pen to paper actually gets into your brain deeper than just tapping a key, right? So actually write these out. That's step number 1. And then you go into the process, right? Then the next thing you can do is when you feel you're starting to feel anxious about these treats, about overextending yourself, what do? Get out, remove yourself from the situation if you can, take a walk. That's probably the best thing that you can do, and start reminding yourself of the type of person that you're going to be. So we talk about identity a lot, like that you are recreating your identity, and start reminding yourself, I am the type of person that pursues my goals. I am the type of person that reaches my goals. I am the type of person that, again, all the identity things that you want to embody, tell yourself, I am. It's not I'm going to be. I'm going to be is very different than I am, right? You have to start behaving as if you're already the person you want to be, okay? That's like if I could distill recreating identity down into like one lesson, it's that, is start pretending as if you are already that person. So remove yourself, start stating those things, and then end it again with, I am a person who deserves my goals. I am a person that deserves to step onto the beach and feel confident. And boom, and boom, and boom, and you hit those things, and you're like, yeah, of course. And then finally, the fail-safe, like if you're tempted, Go to the, like, if say you're at a friend's house and they're pushing dessert on you or whatever, go into the bathroom or wherever you can and like send your accountability coach a text or a vox, or reach out to someone who you know is supportive of you and say, hey, I need your help. I'm tempted. I want to go for whatever. And this is just straight out of AA, right? Like, you got to pull on the people who are going to be there for you. And that's just, it's so good. It's so good. So that is how you help prevent goofing, right? And slowly you start building in these walls, right? They say that habits start off as weak as cobwebs and become as thick as steel cables. So we have to lay the groundwork for this slowly over time so that they become tight and you can actually see those goals progress. That's also why it's so hard to break the habit, right? Of, I deserve this little treat tonight. Or, oh, it's just one little thing, right? That one little thing, it's a crack. And negative thoughts get in there and they freeze and they create bigger cracks. And then your foundation crumbles. Guys, that's the whole deal. If you got questions for me, pop them in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'm going to double check the Facebook comments to make sure no one's got anything. Doesn't look like we do. Understanding this is fundamental. It's foundational to seeing success. And so I hope that you actually watch this and rewatch this. This is probably one of the most important lessons that I've ever given as far as success and coming back from failure. I love you. We'll talk soon.